How are you? Mind if I holler at you for a few minutes?
So, in my opinion, I just think that he's just gonna stop and talk to the cop. It look like the cop maybe just wanna talk to the guy or something. But it also says, as the title, robber jumps off bridge to escape police. Now, one or two things could happen whenever we move a little forward here.
Where are you coming from?
Oh,
Can you have a seat for me?
Have a seat. Am I being detained?
Have a seat. Yes, you're being detained.
I mean, to me, in my opinion, bro, it don't even look like he wants to have a seat. You get what I'm saying, boy? It look like he just might take off and run or something. You know, when someone is not too calm, they probably definitely don't want to take a seat. Oh my goodness.
Yep, he's in the water. This is going to be him.
That was the last thing I was expecting. Even though the title says what it says. I would have never did something like that. Boy, you don't even know. They might have sharks and all kind of stuff swimming in that water. And look how far the land is. Boy, you know how worn out you would be from swimming. And you know how many things you would attract in the water from splashing and swimming and stuff. Man, he didn't even have a life jacket on, or whatever it's called, that floaty thing. Man, that is crazy. Oh, look how crazy that is. Look to the left. Oh snap, bro. That is a place I would never want to be. Is in the middle of the ocean like that. Oh no. You can't even feel the bottom. You see what I'm saying, boy? You literally really gotta be able to swim. Because if you can't swim and you can't feel the bottom of it, boy, you might drown. It's a good thing that he knew how to swim.
On the floor.
That is crazy.
Where's the knife?
It's in my right pocket, sir.
Where?
In my right pocket, sir. How much money this cost, y'all?
And in my opinion, bro, he has got to be worn out. You know how much swimming he probably did? He probably would have wore out before he even hit the land. So, I mean, I don't understand what goes through somebody's head whenever they think of something like that they're going to jump into the water and try to escape the cops that way. Don't you know cops got boats too? Shit, they probably got jet skis too, partner. They probably even got helicopters that can land up in the water. I mean, I would think. But you don't never know.
Got anything else on you?
Some fake. Nothing illegal, sir.
Any other weapons?
I don't think so, bro.
He's breathing fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Roll up on your right side. Sit up on your butt.
Man,
Life
that's
jacket on
crazy.
so you're nice and safe.
Alright, watch your edge coming over.
Well, I was about to say because if he would accidentally fall into the water with handcuffs on, that would be a whole nother story right there. You probably would have a real hard time swimming like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's a good thing that the cops had a good plan going into it, that they were gonna put a life jacket on him like that, and that way if anything would happen, he would float. You see, he would stay floating with his head out the water like that. You see, so it would keep him breathing. But man, it just really shows you why you never want to put yourself in that type of predicament. You know, if you already have something that you already facing, deal with it like a man. Go through it like a grown adult. Go through it, you know. I know everybody goes through something that they don't want to be going through, you know, and but But man, you just gotta be able to move past whatever that is. Be able to move past it, get over it, learn from it, and move on. You know what I mean? Never make the same mistake twice. You know? Never make no wrong decision like that. I mean, even if you do make a wrong decision, try to make up for it, but just try not to make no wrong decision. Because you don't never know what type of consequences you gonna have whenever you make a wrong decision in life. It's never a thing that anybody would want to be going through. It's having to deal with something like that. And whenever you take off and run away from the police like that, what you think gonna happen? If you were already having to face something that you might have to go to jail for, or something that you might have to just pay a fine for, or go to court or something like that. Man, running away from the cops makes that a lot worse. Makes those fines probably rise up with money and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it probably makes the money more that you have to pay in the end, in fines and stuff, whenever you run away from the police. And you don't never really hear about people running away from the police and getting away with it. You don't never hear about those type of things. So why would anybody, and it's 2025 now, why would anybody think it's a good idea to run away from the police? When everybody knows, I mean, probably, what? I would think, in my opinion, it's probably like 99 out of 100 get caught by the police, if they chose to run. So I'm just guessing though. I'm just saying, in my opinion, that's what I would think it is. But I ain't no lawyer, I ain't no cop, or nothing like that. I'm just a regular civilian like everybody else, reacting to this video right here. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this had got to be one of the craziest videos I've ever watched or reacted to on here. Because that's one of the last things that I would do, is if I'm ever in a situation where, I make the right choices, and hopefully I make the right choices good enough to where I can stay out of trouble and everything like that. But, you see, I learned from all my mistakes that I made whenever I was little. So I learned from all that and grew in it as an adult, I would hope. And learn never to get in no trouble or nothing. But you see, some people, it takes longer for them to learn from their mistakes. Some people, it goes like sometime in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 20s before they learn enough to where they like, you know what? I don't want to make the same mistakes no more. I want to learn from them. I want to get better. And that's whenever you see a totally different person, right? Whenever you see a person going from making bad choices to making the right choices, it like makes you so proud to see that whenever somebody does that, right? And I'm looking into the camera, and I'm gonna tell you, every time I seen that, every time I done things that made people proud, or seen people that made me proud by the way they started behaving and the way they changed their life, I'm gonna tell you like this, looking into the camera, it's a big difference in how you're viewing them, why you're viewing them whenever they making bad choices, right? And to know that they stand on a straight path, and it been years straight path, it's just great. Okay, it's wonderful that anybody would change their life around. And hopefully for the individual in that video that jumped off the bridge into the water and started swimming away from the cops and everything, hopefully he living a way better life now. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully he doing way better and learn from those mistakes that he made in the past right then and there. Because this video in the past, if we already got it on video, see what I'm saying? If we already reacting to it like this, that's in the past. Now hopefully he done learned from that and living way better. you know, making the right choices, making the right moves, you know. But man, that's one thing that I would never do though is jump into any kind of water like that for sure. Heck no, partner. Heck no. See, I don't trust sharks or squids, but I don't trust none of those things that they got up in that water. And you don't never know. But I barely trust a dolphin. I bet it, they got teeth too. But I don't think a dolphin would attack a person like a shark would. Alright, but I'm just saying though, like that's just something that I would never put myself into a situation like that, no matter what, is jumping into any kind of water. Oh no, ain't no way. Because I mean I know how to dog paddle and all that, you know. But I barely know how to be swimming like that. Way too much water, and I gotta be able to feel the bottom half the time. Oh yeah, whenever I'm swimming or something, man, ain't no way. But yeah.